Right. So this is what about the integration part, especially in working on the Guidewire billing. And today I'm going to explain you about an example I've taken for custom bound integrations, especially when we are working on the Guidewire billing part. So as far as the Guidewire billing is concerned, when we are working on integration. So let me give you what exactly custom bound integration is all about. Majorly custom bound integrations are the one which majorly integrate with any kind of external systems which doesn't have a provision to directly support by any kind of pre-built connectors or any kind of standing integrations and all. So when we are working on the developmental part, especially when we are customizing the code, as in when you can see over here. So when you are trying to customizing the code, right? So typically using Gosu as a language, right? So when we are working on Gosu or something, majorly these are some things, something we need to handle communication as well as data exchange between Guidewire building and as well as external systems, all that. In that regard, so when we are working on this uh, custom bound integrations in Guidewire billing, so we need to custom integrations by understanding about the unique business requirements that we have taken. So because some business requirement has some specific needs, uh, we need to pre-build integrations, right? So may not be having a full address requiring custom solutions, all that. At the same time, the kind of legacy systems that we are using, wherein we are integrating with any older systems, right? So uh, maybe lack of modern APIs or any kind of protocols that we are doing, or any kind of specific data transformations we are doing, followed by the kind of data formats or the kind of data structures we have, all that stuff. This is all something which normally we see. So this is what generally the code wherein you can see over here. So which I have taken, right? So this is the code that we have taken for uh, because of course I use an IDE over here, right? So we can do this even in Gosu programming also in the because we have even Gosu programming as well. Just give me a minute. Right, so here is a Gosu programming wherein you can see this is even we use, right? So because IntelliIG wherein we use for Java, right? So code that we are developing over here so that we can do it. That is one thing that can be done. At the same time, we have a provision where we can use Gosu because Gosu is prominent on its kind when we want to use any code developments that we do. It is more or less like Java. The reason why I'm just explaining you on IntelliJ IDE as well. So because these are the major programming languages when we use in Guidewire, especially when you are working on the Gosu project. So this is what generally you can see over here. This is a Gosu code wherein I've just taken. In the same manner, when we are working on the IntelliJ IDE, these are the major things. Now, when you're trying to understand about the components of custom bound integrations and all, we have a Gosu code wherein that can be taken here. So that can be taken over here. At the same time, we may require to connect with any kind of web services we are using to integrate with any kind of web services, either it can be SOAP or any REST or everything that we want to be used for, right? So to communicate any kind of external systems, all that stuff. Followed by this, we can use even data models also. We can use even data models also because if you want to understand any data models for any guide variant as well as any external systems which are crucial for any mapping of data, right? So we must ensure whatever the data integrity that we do, or else even workflow integrations that also can be done, or we can use some different plugins and all that stuff, right? This is all something that we do. And in the next session, I'm going to take an example. So of course, there is one code example that we have taken. I'll be taking one more example on it, and I'll explain you on the line. Okay, thank you.